Did you know that for many CNAs, staying independent isn't just about health? It's also about money. On average, CNAs spend nearly $8,000 a year on services they could often manage themselves, from small home repairs to meal delivery. That might not sound like much at first, but over a few years, it adds up to tens of thousands of dollars, money that could be spent on travel, hobbies, or even saving for unexpected emergencies. Imagine waking up each day knowing you can take care of yourself, live comfortably, and enjoy your freedom without worrying about mounting bills. The reality is, there are practical, simple strategies that make this possible. From smart home tweaks to local resources, seniors today have options that weren't available even a few years ago. And it's not just about saving money, it's about reclaiming your confidence and your dignity. If living independently while keeping your finances under control feels like something you want, then now is a perfect time to take action. If this sounds like the kind of guidance you need, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe, because the tips we're about to share could change the way you live every day, keeping you self-sufficient, empowered, and truly in charge of your life. Sam Harris is 72, a retired marine engineer who spent decades navigating ships through storms, solving problems with steady hands and a clear mind. Now, living in a cozy suburban neighborhood in Ohio, Sam faces a different kind of challenge, the daily battles of staying independent while keeping his finances and health in check. For someone who spent a lifetime solving complex problems on the open water, the thought of needing help for even simple household tasks hits differently. Sam treasures his freedom, the ability to cook his own meals, tend to his garden, and handle small home repairs on his own. But he also feels the creeping pressure of rising living costs, unexpected medical bills, and the subtle limitations that age can impose. Sam's journey isn't about dramatics. It's about very real, relatable moments that seniors everywhere face. Take, for instance, a recent Saturday morning when he noticed his kitchen faucet dripping steadily. The sound itself was irritating, but what caught him off guard was a cost estimate he received from a local plumber, over $200 just to fix a minor leak. For Sam, that wasn't just money, it was a hit to his independence. He realized he couldn't keep spending like that and still live the way he wanted, comfortably, confidently, and without relying on anyone else for every little task. This faucet became a turning point. Sam rolled up his sleeves and, armed with an online tutorial and some basic tools, figured out a solution himself. The sense of accomplishment was profound, not just because he saved money, but because he had reaffirmed his ability to take care of himself. That moment encapsulates what independence means to seniors. Not just a physical ability to do tasks, but the emotional resilience to face challenges without fear or shame. Sam's story also highlights the emotional side of aging. He sometimes feels anxious about the future. What if a small injury or an unexpected expense suddenly limits his freedom? He worries about being a burden to his family, about losing the dignity that comes with doing things for yourself. But he also feels hope, because he knows there are strategies, resources, and small lifestyle adjustments that allow him to remain self-sufficient. Each solution he finds, whether it's a new budgeting hack, a low-cost home modification, or a community program, feels like a personal victory. Through Sam, we see a picture of senior independence that is deeply human. It's about pride, resourcefulness, and emotional strength. It's about the satisfaction of knowing you can handle life's small obstacles on your own, even as age brings new challenges. And it's a reminder to all seniors, staying independent isn't just possible, it can be empowering, rewarding, and even enjoyable if approached with creativity, knowledge, and the willingness to adapt. Sam's journey teaches us that independence at 70 plus isn't a lofty goal. It's a daily practice, a mindset, and a commitment to living life on your own terms without sacrificing comfort, dignity, or financial security. Every small action, like fixing a leaky faucet yourself or discovering a free community resource, adds up to a life that feels truly your own. Core Lesson 1. Smart home tweaks that save money and energy. When it comes to staying independent at 70 and beyond, sometimes the smallest changes make the biggest difference. Sam Harris, like many seniors, realized that everyday tasks, turning on lights in a dark hallway, remembering to take medications, or even adjusting a faucet, can quietly drain both energy and confidence. Over time, these small frustrations add up, subtly eroding the sense of self-sufficiency that many seniors treasure. That's where smart home tweaks come in. Practical, low-cost modifications that aren't just convenient, they're empowering. Take lighting, for example. Motion sensor lights may seem like a modern luxury, but for seniors, they are a game changer. Imagine walking to the kitchen at 2 a.m. to get a glass of water without fumbling for a switch, or navigating a dim hallway after a nap without worrying about trips or falls. Installing motion-activated lights in key areas of the home is inexpensive, often costing less than $50 per fixture, and it provides immediate peace of mind. It's not just about illumination, it's about regaining confidence and moving around your own home safely. Then there are lever-style faucets. Traditional twist knobs can become cumbersome for aging hands or those with arthritis. Lever faucets, which operate with a simple push or pull, make kitchen and bathroom tasks smoother, faster, and less painful. For Sam, switching to a lever faucet meant he could continue cooking and cleaning independently without straining his hands or relying on someone else. The dignity of doing your own dishes or washing your hands without struggle is a subtle but powerful reminder that independence isn't just physical, it's emotional. Voice-activated reminders are another tool that transforms daily life. From medication schedules to grocery lists, these systems help seniors stay organized without feeling overwhelmed. Sam began using a simple smart speaker that reminds him to take his vitamins, stretch after long periods of sitting, and even alert him if the weather required layering up before heading outside. What surprised him the most wasn't the technology itself, but the way it freed mental space for more meaningful activities, reading, gardening, or connecting with friends. The sense of control returned, along with the confidence that he could handle day-to-day responsibilities without missing a beat. Beyond the tools themselves, these modifications have a deeper impact. They help seniors reclaim their routines and self-esteem. Frustration from struggling with small daily tasks can quickly accumulate, creating stress and reducing overall well-being. By implementing smart home tweaks, seniors like Sam experience subtle victories every day. These aren't flashy upgrades. They are deliberate, thoughtful adjustments that protect dignity while enhancing comfort and efficiency. And the best part? These strategies are highly customizable and affordable. They don't require a complete home renovation or expensive installations, just small, intentional choices that add up over time. For Sam, each tweak became a symbol of self-reliance, a reminder that independence is still achievable, no matter your age. But technology isn't the only trick. What comes next will surprise you. Core Lesson 2: Community resources that keep you independent. One of the most powerful yet often overlooked ways seniors can maintain independence is by tapping into the wealth of community resources available right in their neighborhoods. Sam Harris discovered this firsthand, and it completely changed the way he approached daily living. Many seniors assume that staying independent means doing everything alone, but the reality is that thoughtful use of local programs and networks can save time, money, and energy while preserving dignity and autonomy. In Sam's town, he found volunteer handyman programs that offered affordable home repairs or simple installations for seniors. These programs often charge little to nothing and are staffed by skilled volunteers who genuinely care about helping older adults maintain a safe, functional home. Sam had been delaying fixing a wobbly shelf for months, worrying it might cost him hundreds of dollars. Through the program, it was done in an afternoon, safely and efficiently, and at a fraction of the expected cost. Another resource that surprised Sam was a local meal co-op designed specifically for seniors. Rather than paying for expensive prepackaged meals, participants take turns preparing larger portions that are shared among the group. Not only does this reduce costs, but it also provides social interaction and accountability. Sam realized that sharing meals with others not only helped his budget, but also reduced a sense of isolation that can creep in with age. Transportation can be another major challenge for seniors, especially in areas without reliable public transit. Sam discovered free and low-cost options, from community shuttles to senior-focused ride-share apps. These services allow seniors to attend medical appointments, grocery runs, or social gatherings without relying on family members or spending a fortune on taxes. This mobility helped Sam feel confident going out alone, maintaining his independence, and participating in community activities. Technology is also playing a key role in supporting independent living. Telehealth check-ins, For example, allow seniors to speak with their doctors from home, reducing the need for potentially challenging trips. Virtual hobby clubs and online senior learning communities combat loneliness while offering meaningful engagement, whether it's an art class, book club, or discussion forum. Sam joined a virtual woodworking forum, which not only sharpened his skills but also introduced him to a network of peers who shared advice and encouragement. One of Sam's most impactful discoveries was a local tool-sharing co-op. By joining, he gained access to equipment he couldn't justify buying on his own, like a power drill, a sander, or a ladder. The co-op saved him over $300 in a single month and introduced him to Margaret, another senior passionate about DIY projects. Their friendship blossomed over shared projects and exchanged tips, illustrating that community resources can foster both independence and meaningful human connection. These programs and trends are about more than cost savings. They restore confidence, reduce stress, and strengthen the sense of belonging, critical factors for seniors striving to live independently. They show that independence doesn't mean isolation. It means knowing how to leverage the tools, resources, and networks around you. Have you tried local programs like this? Share your experience below. You might inspire someone else to reclaim their independence and discover resources they didn't know existed. Core Lesson 3: Money Management and Avoiding Hidden Senior Expenses. For seniors, financial independence is just as crucial as physical independence. At 72, Sam Harris realized that even with a steady retirement income, small, unnoticed expenses were quietly chipping away at his freedom. In 2025, with inflation impacting nearly every aspect of daily life, budgeting isn't just about tracking income and bills. It's about making strategic choices that protect both your money and your independence. Sam learned that being proactive about finances isn't just smart, it's empowering. One of the first lessons he discovered was the importance of inflation-proof budgeting. This isn't about cutting enjoyment or living frugally to the point of sacrifice. It's about identifying areas where prices rise faster than expected and planning ahead. For example, groceries, medications, and utility costs often increase yearly, and seniors on a fixed income can feel this squeeze acutely. Sam started using a simple spreadsheet combined with an app that tracks historical spending, highlighting areas where he could adjust without sacrificing quality of life. By planning for anticipated increases, he stayed one step ahead of financial stress rather than reacting to it. Next, Sam tapped into senior discounts, which go beyond restaurants and movie tickets. Many U.S. retailers, service providers, utility companies, and even insurance plans offer discounts to seniors, yet most people overlook them. Sam made a habit of asking for senior pricing whenever possible, whether at grocery stores, local gyms, or pharmacy chains, and he was surprised at how quickly the savings accumulated. Over time, these small reductions in routine expenses provided extra funds he could use for social activities, personal projects, or hobbies, things that reinforce his sense of independence. Perhaps the most eye-opening revelation for Sam was the hidden financial drains most seniors don't notice. Automatic subscription renewals for things like magazines, apps, or premium services quietly take money each month. Duplicate insurance coverage, common for those with multiple policies or overlapping Medicare supplements, can quietly siphon hundreds of dollars. And overpriced convenience services, from premium grocery deliveries to subscription meal kits, often cost far more than alternatives without offering proportional value. Sam realized he was paying $120 per month on services that he didn't truly need or use. It was a small amount individually, but cumulatively it represented freedom lost. Once Sam audited these expenses and canceled unnecessary subscriptions, he redirected that money toward activities that enriched his life. He joined a local senior walking club, attended art workshops, and even participated in small volunteer projects, experiences that improved his mental health, expanded his social circle, and reinforced his self-reliance. Each dollar reclaimed wasn't just about savings, it was about investing in his independence and quality of life. Managing finances effectively as a senior isn't about deprivation. It's about awareness, smart decision-making, and prioritizing what truly matters. For Sam, this approach turned money from a source of stress into a tool for freedom. And this next strategy is what most seniors overlook, but it completely changes your independence game. Core Lesson 4: Staying physically and mentally capable. Physical and mental capability are the cornerstones of independence, and Sam Harris quickly realized that staying active isn't just about longevity, it's about living fully on his own terms. At 72, he understood that strength, balance, and mental sharpness are not luxuries. They are essential tools for daily self-sufficiency. Simple tasks, reaching for a can in the kitchen, climbing a small set of stairs, or carrying groceries, can feel effortless to younger adults. But for seniors, these activities can become obstacles without consistent care for the body and mind. Sam's journey shows that maintaining capability isn't about extreme workouts or complicated routines. It's about integrating practical, sustainable habits that support independence. One of the most effective strategies Sam adopted was strength and balance training tailored for seniors. Simple exercises like chair squats, resistance band routines, and gentle yoga not only improve his muscles but also enhance stability, reducing the risk of falls, a leading cause of injury among older adults. Sam began dedicating just 20 to 30 minutes a day to these routines, often in the morning to kickstart energy and mood. Over time, he noticed that everyday tasks felt easier, and he regained a level of confidence he hadn't experienced since his early retirement years. Mental sharpness was equally important. Sam discovered that cognitive exercises, puzzles, memory games, and brain training apps helped keep his mind engaged. Emerging technologies in 2025 offer incredible support for seniors. AI-guided mobility programs now create customized exercise plans based on real-time feedback from wearable sensors, helping individuals strengthen weak muscle groups, improve posture, and track progress efficiently. For Sam, this meant exercises were tailored to his exact needs, preventing overexertion while maximizing benefits. Community-based initiatives also played a big role. Sam joined a local walking challenge organized by the Senior Center, where participants tracked steps and shared progress online. This not only motivated him to stay active, but also provided social connection, which research shows is critical for cognitive and emotional health in older adults. In addition, he explored online senior fitness classes, offering guided workouts that range from chair aerobics to Tai Chi. These programs were convenient, adaptable, and offered real-time guidance without leaving his home, perfect for days when outdoor activity wasn't possible. For Sam, the emotional payoff was profound. He realized that physical independence isn't just about preventing injury, it's about choice, mobility, and autonomy. Being able to move confidently allows seniors to maintain routines, enjoy hobbies, and interact with friends and family without relying on others. Similarly, mental agility enables seniors to manage finances, navigate technology, and engage meaningfully with the world around them. By integrating physical and mental wellness into his daily life, Sam discovered a key truth. Independence isn't simply living longer, it's living stronger, smarter, and fully in control. Every step taken, every stretch completed, and every mental exercise practice contributed not only to his health but to his sense of dignity and empowerment. Staying capable, both physically and mentally, is not just preparation for the future, it's a way to ensure that seniors continue to thrive on their own terms, enjoying the freedom and self-sufficiency they deserve. Core Lesson 5. Building a redundancy system for emergencies. For seniors, independence is deeply tied to feeling secure, and part of that security comes from preparing for unexpected emergencies. Sam Harris learned this lesson the hard way. At 72, he prided himself on being self-sufficient, managing his home, finances, and daily routines without relying on anyone else. But one evening, a simple misstep in the kitchen, a slip near the sink, could have turned into a serious setback. Fortunately, Sam had built what he calls a redundancy system for emergencies, a network of safety measures that allowed him to navigate the incident without losing autonomy. A redundancy system is about layered safety, not about surrendering independence. It begins with multiple communication channels. Sam made sure he had a reliable landline, a fully charged mobile phone, and a voice-activated assistant capable of contacting family or emergency services. This way, if one method failed, he had backups. For seniors, redundancy isn't overcomplication, it's peace of mind. Knowing you can reach help in more than one way reduces fear and empowers you to handle life confidently. Next, Sam integrated emergency apps tailored for seniors. These apps can alert caregivers, family members, or medical services at the touch of a button, or even automatically in some cases, using fall detection sensors. The apps track location, provide medical information for first responders, and send notifications to trusted contacts. When Sam fell near his sink, a combination of his mobile alert app and his smart assistant immediately notified his neighbor and a close family member. Within minutes, help was on the way, but he remained in control, guiding the response himself. Finally, Sam established pre-planned trusted contacts. This included neighbors, friends, and family members who were briefed on his routines, medical conditions, and preferred responses in case of emergencies. Unlike relying solely on strangers or distant services, having people you trust who understand your needs ensures that assistance is timely, respectful, and aligned with your desire for independence. Sam even kept a written and digital copy of his emergency plan in visible locations around his home, so anyone assisting him could act quickly without confusion. What made Sam's system remarkable was that it allowed him to recover quickly from the incident without compromising his daily life. He didn't have to move into assisted living, limit his activities, or give up responsibilities he cherished. Instead, he continued cooking, gardening, and maintaining his home, all while knowing that a safety net was quietly in place. The emotional impact was just as significant. He felt reassured, confident, and proud that he could safeguard his independence while preparing for life's unpredictable moments. For Sines, building a redundancy system transformed fear into confidence. It's a reminder that independence doesn't mean going it alone. It means being smart, proactive, and prepared. Simple measures like multiple communication tools, emergency apps, and trusted contacts create resilience without surrendering autonomy. Do you have a plan in place? Comment yes or no below. Sharing your approach could inspire someone else to take the steps needed to stay independent, safe, and empowered. After months of implementing small but intentional strategies, Sam Harris experienced a transformation that went far beyond saving money or installing motion sensor lights. It was a quiet, profound shift that touched every aspect of his life, physically, mentally, socially, and emotionally. Sam had always valued his independence, but the creeping pressures of age, rising costs, and everyday challenges had chipped away at his confidence. By taking deliberate steps, smart home modifications, community engagement, budgeting, physical fitness, and emergency preparedness, he rebuilt a life where autonomy was not just possible, but deeply fulfilling. One of the most striking changes was in Sam's confidence. Tasks that once felt daunting, like fixing a leaky faucet, navigating unfamiliar technology, or managing his finances, became opportunities to reinforce his abilities. Each successful action reinforced a sense of competence and control, reminding him that his age did not define his capability. For example, after mastering a home repair with a borrowed tool from his local co-op, Sam realized that he didn't have to rely on expensive services or wait for help from family. These moments, seemingly small, compounded to restore a profound sense of pride. Sam's financial freedom also became tangible. By auditing unnecessary expenses, leveraging senior discounts, and redirecting funds into experiences rather than convenience, he felt liberated from the subtle financial pressures that had once weighed him down. The $120 per month he had been overspending on services he didn't need was now funding social outings, online courses, and community events. Every dollar saved wasn't just money. It was freedom to live life intentionally and without compromise. The sense of control over his finances gave Sam a renewed feeling of security and peace, allowing him to focus on the joys of daily living rather than constant worry. Equally important was Sam's social reconnect ion. By engaging in community programs, joining hobby groups, and participating in local events, he built relationships that nurture both companionship and purpose. Hosting game nights with neighbors, sharing meals with friends, and collaborating on community projects not only filled his days with meaningful activity, but also reinforced his feeling of belonging. Social connection, Sam discovered, is as crucial to independence as physical mobility or financial security. It fuels motivation, reduces loneliness, and enhances overall well-being. The transformation was not about flashy changes or external validation. It was deeply personal. Sam moved through his home with confidence, cooked his own meals with joy, and handled repairs without hesitation. He no longer viewed aging as a limitation, but as an opportunity to live intentionally and resourcefully. Independence, he realized, isn't defined by age, physical capability, or external circumstances. It's defined by the choices we make each day to preserve dignity, self-sufficiency, and purpose. Sam's story serves as a reminder that independence is not about resisting age, it's about embracing it on your own terms. By combining practical strategies, community support, and intentional daily habits, seniors can regain control, thrive emotionally, and live life fully. As Sam would say, independence isn't about age, it's about choice. It's a choice that every senior has the power to make, and it can transform not just how you live, but how you feel every single day. If Sam Harris can reclaim his independence at 72, it proves something powerful. Age is not a barrier to living fully, confidently, and on your own terms. His journey shows that independence is not a single achievement. It's a series of small, intentional steps that add up over time. Every smart home tweak, every community resource tapped, every dollar saved, and every physical or mental exercise completed contributes to a life where seniors can thrive without unnecessary reliance on others. The key takeaway is simple but profound. Freedom is built incrementally, not all at once. For seniors watching this, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the challenges of aging. Daily tasks can seem harder, bills can pile up, and health concerns can create doubt. But Sam's story is a reminder that even modest actions, like joining a local co-op, setting up motion sensor lights, or reviewing subscriptions, have a cumulative effect that restores confidence, reduces stress, and enhances the quality of life. Independence isn't about perfection or doing everything alone. It's about equipping yourself with the right tools, strategies, and mindset to stay self-sufficient while enjoying your life fully. The emotional side of independence is equally important. By taking control of his finances, health, and daily routines, Sam experienced a renewed sense of purpose and pride. He felt empowered to make choices that mattered to him, whether hosting a game night, cooking his own meals, or pursuing hobbies he loved. These moments of autonomy aren't just practical. They feed the spirit, restore dignity, and remind seniors that life at 60, 70, or beyond can be vibrant and fulfilling. Your journey can start today. Every small change, installing a lever-style faucet, attending a community walking group, or simply organizing your emergency contacts, moves you closer to a life where you feel secure, capable, and independent. The beauty of these steps is that they are actionable, affordable, and highly effective, tailored to help seniors maintain control over their lives while minimizing stress and unnecessary costs. If this story inspired you, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video, share it with someone who might benefit from reclaiming their independence, and subscribe for more practical, empowering tips designed for seniors over 60. Your path to living fully, confidently, and independently starts with one small, deliberate step, just like it did for Sam. And remember, independence isn't a distant goal. It's a choice you can make every single day.